Imagine walking into a room where everything seems still, yet you feel a tiny pair of eyes watching your every move from the shadows of a quiet corner. To most of the world, a hamster cage is just a small space filled with cedar shavings and a plastic wheel. But to the creature inside, you are a towering presence, a giant whose intentions are a constant mystery. For a long time, we believed these little explorers lived in a world of simple instincts, driven only by the need to hide and forage, barely aware of the hands that feed them. But have you ever noticed how the air shifts when you speak? How that frantic scurrying suddenly stops, replaced by a twitching nose and a cautious approach toward the bars? It makes you wonder if there is more happening behind those dark, bead-like eyes than we once thought. Is it possible that your scent has become a landmark of safety in their small universe, or that your voice is a melody they've learned to trust? Today, we are stepping into the secret sensory world of hamsters to uncover the hidden signs of affection that most people miss. So make sure you stay with us until the very end, because the ultimate sign of a hamster's love is something you might never expect. Before we dive deep into their hearts, subscribe and join our journey into the wild. To understand if a hamster remembers you, we first have to look at the world through their perspective. A world that is vastly different from our own because it is painted not with colors but with scents and sounds. While we rely on our vision to navigate life, a hamster's eyesight is remarkably poor, often compared to looking through a thick, gray fog where only blurry shapes exist. However, nature has compensated for this by giving them an extraordinary olfactory system. Your hamster doesn't see your face as a collection of features. Instead, they recognize you as a unique walking landscape of familiar molecules. Every time you reach into the cage, your skin carries a distinct signature. The soap you use, the food you touched, and even your natural pheromones. This scent becomes a beacon of consistency in their lives. When you spend time near them, your individual smell is filed away in their tiny but efficient brain as a signal that the environment is stable. It is a biological filing system where you are categorized not as a predator to be feared, but as a provider associated with the comfort of a full bowl and a safe habitat. This recognition is so precise that a hamster can often distinguish between the person who feeds them and a complete stranger just by a single sniff of the air, proving that their memory of you is etched deep into their survival instincts. But the connection goes even deeper when we consider the sound of your voice. Imagine being a small creature at the bottom of the food chain, where every sudden noise could mean a predator is near. For a wild hamster, a loud crackle or a booming vibration is a signal to hide. Yet in your home, something miraculous happens over time. Your voice, which was once a source of alarm, transforms into a familiar rhythm. They begin to associate the low, gentle vibrations of your speech with the arrival of treats or a peaceful evening. This is why you might notice your hamster pausing mid-motion when you enter the room and start talking. They aren't just listening, they are cross-referencing your voice with the memories of past positive interactions. Scientific observations suggest that these small rodents can actually experience a release of endorphins and dopamine when they encounter a stimulus they trust. If your hamster stops hiding and instead moves toward the sound of your call, it is a physical manifestation of their brain choosing comfort over the instinct to flee. This transition from fear to familiarity is a complex cognitive process involving the hippocampus where long-term memories are stored, allowing them to maintain a social map of the humans in their lives. It's not just a simple reaction. It is a learned bond that turns a terrifying giant into a trusted companion, built one scent and one sound at a time. Beyond the invisible world of scents and sounds, the most heartwarming evidence of a hamster's memory lies in their physical language, particularly in the way they perform for you. You might have noticed your tiny companion sprinting on their exercise wheel with an almost theatrical intensity the moment you walk into the room. While running is a natural outlet for their boundless energy, doing it so fervently in your presence is often a form of enthusiastic display. In their world, being healthy and active is a sign of vitality, and by showcasing this vigor when you are near, they are communicating a profound sense of security. They aren't just exercising, they are expressing a state of high arousal and joy because the giant they recognize has returned. This behavior is a far cry from the frozen, statuesque pose of a hamster in fear. Instead, it is a rhythmic celebration of a safe environment, a physical hello that proves they've linked your appearance with a positive, stress-free time of day. This connection is further solidified when they abandon their natural instinct to forage in private and choose to take a sunflower seed directly from your fingertips. In the wild, eating is a vulnerable moment, yet when they sit in your palm, stuffing their cheek pouches with unhurried precision, they are telling you that their memory of you has completely overwritten their ancestral fear of predators. And this journey of trust reaches its beautiful peak when we observe their most vulnerable state, sleep. For a creature situated near the bottom of the food chain, closing their eyes is a risk they rarely take in the open. But with a trusted human, the rules of nature seem to bend. If you find your hamster grooming themselves calmly while you watch, or better yet, falling into a deep slumber right in the middle of their enclosure, or even in the crook of your hand, you are witnessing the ultimate biological surrender. This isn't just a nap. It's a physiological choice fueled by a surge of oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Their brain has cataloged your presence as a safe zone, a place where the constant vigilance of the wild is no longer required. You might see them stretch out their tiny limbs, completely relaxed, because their memory of every past interaction has confirmed that you are a source of warmth and protection. This level of comfort suggests that they don't just remember your scent or your voice. They remember the feeling of safety that comes with you. It is a slow, patient process of building a bridge between two vastly different species, turning a nervous, solitary rodent into a friend who feels secure enough to dream in your presence. When they no longer flinch at your touch but instead lean into your warmth, you have moved beyond being a mere caretaker. You have become a permanent, cherished fixture in their small but vibrant world. This journey of recognition leads us to a fascinating, often overlooked phenomenon in the nocturnal world of these small rodents. The unexpected moments of interaction that occur when the rest of the house is silent. You might find that your hamster, despite being a creature of habit, begins to synchronize their active hours with your presence. A subtle but profound shift in their biological clock just to catch a glimpse of their favorite giant. This isn't merely about the anticipation of a treat, it is about the comfort of a shared environment. Even the way they navigate their habitat changes when they know you are near. They move with a certain confidence, perhaps lingering by the cage door or standing on their hind legs to better catch the scent of your arrival in the air. These small, quiet choices are the building blocks of a relationship that defies the simple labels of pet and owner. It is a testament to their cognitive flexibility that they can learn to distinguish your unique footsteps from the random creaks of a settling house. By choosing to step out of their burrows when they hear you, they are making a conscious decision to engage with a world that is vastly larger than their own, proving that their memory of you is a warm, guiding light in their solitary lives. As we look at the empty wheel spinning slowly or the quiet rustle of bedding at the end of the night, we realize that the silence of their cage is never truly empty. It is filled with the lingering trust of a bond built through patience. You started as a mysterious force, a shadow from above, but through every gentle word and every steady hand, you have become their sanctuary. The yard may go quiet at dusk and the branches of the world may stand still, but within the small universe of a hamster's habitat, a vibrant life of recognition and safety continues to thrive. Now you know that when those bead-like eyes meet yours, they aren't just looking at a giant. They are seeing a friend they have carefully cataloged in their hearts. The next time you see your Roborovsky darting with joy or your winter white resting peacefully in your presence, remember that you have achieved something remarkable. You have earned the trust of a creature whose ancestors survived by trusting no one. This connection is a beautiful reminder that even the smallest heart can hold a memory as vast as the stars. I would love to hear about your own experiences in the comments below. Have you ever caught your hamster waiting for you at the door? Or perhaps you felt the soft rhythm of them dreaming in your hand. Share your stories with us, and as always, thank you for being a part of this journey into the wild.